It's funny. We wouldn't. I feel like it wouldn't be.
That was a wild ride. Getting from where the fuck is my microphone to here.
In case people don't understand what we're talking about, before we started this podcast, Alex was having difficulties with his audio.
All of it.
Yes.
All of it. Just said, nope, fuck you, I'm out.
I can't judge him because I've always had difficulties with my fucking audio.
Full fucking restart, start from scratch. Perfect. It works just fine. All right.
Well, hello everyone.
Hi, welcome to Couch on Fire. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm at that point where I'm actually extremely tired today. My daughter was sick this morning, so we were up between 12 a.m. until 4 a.m. and then she had to go to school at 6 a.m. So I haven't really had too much. I had too much sleep, but I'm at that point where I'm at how before you get when you're tired, and then there's exhaustion, but in the middle there's hystericalness. That's where I'm at.
Oh, this is delightful.
Yeah. So
what a perfect time.
Yeah, maybe the next episode I'll probably crash. That'd be fun.
Guess what I got? Is your Twitch stream open, Rob?
Oh no!
Get us that second viewer.
Damn you, viewers!
I mean, who's got time to sit down and watch Twitch these days? In our age bracket.
Yeah. Well, at nighttime, honestly, from 9 p.m. until 11 p.m. ish, I'm pretty sure I am on YouTube watching people do dumb shit. Either I love so much stuff, so
that's fair. Could you scooch your camera pinch to your right? That side, yeah. That side needs to shrink. Other way. A little further. Perfect.
Okay. I can't. I'm gonna try to watch this, but there's a delay.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm moving the camera and I'm watching this. This is weird.
Oh, extreme pain.
Well, in case no one doesn't know, we have some merchandise, and I recently just sent Alex the merchandise that just came in. So I'm gonna let him open this up and enjoy it. Hopefully, none of it's destroyed. Yeah.
Some UPS ASMR here on the Couch on Fire podcast.
Anthrax.
Jesus Christ!
Surprise live, dude. You know how many hits we would get if you actually got sick? No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I pursued that joke all the way through that.
Yeah.
The anthrax scaring everything. Buttons. For our viewers at home, there's logo buttons.
There should be two. Is there
home.
2 packs
at home? The audio viewers.
Yeah. Is there 2 packs of buttons? Because one should have one, and the other one, or maybe they're not. I don't know.
This one had 1 bag of buttons.
Okay, so that has all 4 types of buttons in there.
Okay, there are 4 types of button.
Yeah.
And then
pretty cool.
Lots of stickers and decals. The wood stickers?
Yeah.
Just the wood stickers there. And
decal.
Some vehicular decals.
I mean, you could put them on a fridge if you want.
Or whatever. Those buttons fucking rock. Except for that weird cursive one that I just...
Dude, it does not... It does not look like that. Look at the Friends logo. It does not look like...
I know. That's just something you'd see occur as a joke surrounding Friends. Like every once in a while you'll see the elbow fist knock thing where they jam their whole forearm together as if to say fuck you without giving the bird.
Oh my gosh. I guess.
You'll still see that every once in a while.
I guess. Um. Oh my god. Well, do you like them? They're cool. I think
Yeah,
the
yeah,
decals,
no.
dude. I've rocked a couple people, a couple viewers, listeners, got some stickers, decals, and some pins. I appreciate you guys. I put the decal on my car. It looks sick. I mean,
Thanks for the shares.
the the girl that makes the decals, I used her when I had Butterface, and she just does such a good job. And it's crazy because she just does it on the side because she's a college student. So it's like, man, I love it.
That's entrepreneurship. Support the small businesses. Buy local.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I was giving that the hillbilly voice. I just thought it was funny.
I live in the South. Maybe it's just, you know.
I'm being classist and elitist right now. 100%.
I'm trying to. I want to put one of these. One of the stickers on my in-laws' car,
Do it.
but I don't know. We'll see. They just bought a new car too. They would probably know. I don't know.
I
I think they, I think they would support me. I don't know. I have a weird relationship with them.
Weird?
Yeah.
How weird?
Well, I guess it would always. It's just. So I've been with my wife for going on 9 years. We
Okay.
met in we met in 2010. I married her in 2011, so 2010. Yeah, going on 9 years. Well, eight, I guess. Yeah, I just you know how you always tell people in your relationship, but you always add that
Yeah.
extra year sometimes.
Yeah.
If it's in between. So anyway, so going on 9 years, and I feel like the beginning of the relationship with my in-laws were great, but then it's just more of her mom. Like we've had some battles. Let's just say
Ooh.
we've had some like I'm gonna kill you battles. I mean, I'm talking about
Wow.
like, but it's crazy though. I
Why?
love her.
Over
I
what?
Well, now I love her. She's great. She's a wonderful person. I will say this: her parents, they do something that I think is wonderful. If all parents should do this, they have two children, and whatever they give one child, they try their best to do for the other child, even if it's not the same thing. Because they sent her brother through medical school, but instead
Yeesh.
they help us out with like money. But it's kind of the same thing because it's like he's getting money for medical school, we're getting a little bit of cash here to buy a house and things like that. Um, I'm not afraid to admit that they helped us out.
Okay.
That's what it is. But no, like I've had battles with her because like we're just really strong-headed people. Um, Kristen, my wife, when she fights with her mom, she just shuts down and lets her mom just go, 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 and she just blocks everything out. I cannot. I need closure. I need. Oh, oh. I
Uh,
need.
uh, I'm really hard to get to fight these days. Like it takes a like a genuine metric shit ton, uh, which is an actual unit of measure, by the way. Uh, but
um,
uh,
American.
genuine like shit ton to get me to go off. But once I go off, I'm gonna just body and keep bodying and keep bodying and keep bodying because I'm there for a brawl at that point. Like you tip me over the edge, and now I want blood.
Yeah, I mean, we're
And I don't low blow. Like I'm aiming for your kidneys from the front. Like I'm gonna
well.
tear you up.
I'm a low blower, and
Hate that. I hate that. I think it's dirty.
but the thing is, so like everybody I've fought with in my life are really not low blowers like me. I'm just one of those. I will cut deep. But her mom is a low blower too. So when we go at each other, it's like remember a Street Fighter, that guy that gets really little and just bam 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 bam
Yeah.
bam. That's basically just
E
both of
Honda
us.
there.
Yeah, both of us in the corner like da, 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 da. And it's just crazy because we've had arguments. Well, it all goes back to the very first one, which was right before I married Kristen. It just all goes back to, are you just using my daughter kind of thing? And I just felt so dumbfounded because I was like, wow, what? I guess people in her past have done stuff because I don't know, and I'm like,
Are
no,
you sure that's not classist, dog?
and I
Cause
don't.
I I I think that's classist.
I don't. I have no idea. I
That
mean,
was
it just
literally my daughter's too good for you.
basically, and
Wow.
but yes, that was the very first one. But I didn't really that one. I didn't fight my battle. Kristen fought for me, and she called her mom up and blah 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 blah. By the way, I never really had issues with her father, but I won't get into a lot of the other fights. But the biggest one was my daughter's first birthday party. It was in We did it in Maryland, and basically, long story short, she didn't want something taped to the ceiling, and I taped it to the ceiling, and then she lost her mind, and I just fucking lost my mind, and I told her I never cared about her, and she told me she didn't give a shit about me, and it was just like bam, bam, bam. We were just going at each other, and that was years ago. Now it's we've been good ever since. Knock on wood.
So that was like 3 years ago.
That was 3 years ago. We see. I cussed. I never cussed at her. I never cussed at her. That's rude. But I said, this is, I think I said, this is stupid ass shit, this argument. And she just lost her mind because I get upset because she doesn't care if her daughter or her son cuss in front of her. But if I, who the oldest out of all of them, they're all in their 20s, say a cuss word, she just loses her shit. Like she's just waiting for it. So that and everything else was just piled up, and it just went all off the chain. We actually it was the day before Mother's Day. We were up in Maryland to see for her Mother's Day. We left. I told Kristen, I was like, I can't be here. And Kristen was like, she supports me. She was like, yeah, I saw the way my mom acts. Let's leave. So she didn't even get to see her grandchild on her Mother's Day because that's how bad it was.
All
So,
right.
but
All right. That was. Uh, yeah.
with,
All right.
with now there's always two sides of every story. Obviously, she was upset about something, and I didn't really care to listen, and I was upset about something, she wasn't care to listen. That's what it is. But long story short, we have talked about it. I respect her now. I've Kristen's father came up to me and he told me something, the best advice I've ever heard. He said, "Listen, just stop talking. Let them talk." That's literally what he told me. So now when her mom gets upset, I'm just like, you
Because
know,
it blows past.
it does.
Yeah,
Because
it blows right past.
Mm,
You
but
literally have to do that with my mom, and it's fucking bonkers. I don't know how Ari can stomach it sometimes because I'll see her squirm. I'll see her squirm sometimes, and it just she, oh yeah, yeah. Tell me more about that, and then the storm dissipates,
yeah,
and it's just gone.
your mom goes to another level too. So that takes a lot of willpower.
Oh, and she's tried a couple times. When Ari and I have been there with Marco, and like the whole family's over their house. My mom's tried a couple times while I was there, but I could smell it in the wind and got out of there in time. And it was like within 5 minutes. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, yeah,
Dark clouds start moving in over the house.
yeah.
Fuck, we gotta get out of here.
We
Let's
got
go.
a ride. Uh,
Like,
but we've gotten out of there. We've beat like 3 or 4 of them. And just mom needed to fight for whatever reason. It's what she does. Uh, and I'm just we've missed a whole bunch of them now, and I am so happy.
well, like as an adult now, and we have children, and we're have a significant other. I can kind of see where the parents get upset and they just kind of let it go. And I look at it out now as when we fight with somebody, or either our family or the person we're with family, that's just kind of like a rite of passage of saying, "Welcome to the family," kind of thing. Like I'm willing to show you my dark side. So the fact that your mom shows Ari her dark side is probably a good thing. I mean, it doesn't look that way, but it's probably a good thing.
It leaks because she's a pressure cooker. She's one of those that just bottles and bottles and bottles. And the second there's any leak in the pressure system, there's a vent and it's going to space, dog. Like, because this fucker's gonna go. So, and I love my mom to death. I really do. I have nothing but positive feelings to my mom. But facts are facts, and that
Yeah.
woman will.
She, yeah.
Boom.
Does your parents ever meet her parents?
Yes, actually.
How was that? Ooh.
So their parents came over for New Year's or something, and like it was Christmas. It was Christmas or something like that. It might have been Christmas Eve. They wanted to have like 3 nights of Christmas in the hotel, and it's like, no, you're not bogarting all 3 of us for 3 whole nights when we told you explicitly that we had to at least see my family. So that's not going to happen. Oh, well, we're getting ready to go. And they didn't have to go yet. Their tickets weren't till later.
Maybe they're not used to that. I don't know. I don't know.
They're not used to not being catered to. It's their fucking problem.
Okay.
So we're like, no, that's a no-go. And they insisted on being able to see Marco all 3 days. The 23rd, the 24th, and the 25th. It's like, well, the only way that's going to happen is if you join us over my parents' house. And I had cleared with them well in advance just in case, because I smelled it in the wind.
And pressure cooker.
Yeah, just trying to cut off as many passes of this highly dangerous territory as possible. I'm playing the long game like a motherfucker here. I'm cutting off like my mom getting dropped on last minute, cutting that one off. I had asked before that Christmas was even a topic of conversation last year, because I knew this was a possibility. So they okayed it. They came over, and I'm not gonna say their names, but they came over and like immediately you could tell Ari's mom was unimpressed with my parents' home. Like it was very visible how disgusted she looked looking around her, and I was like, what the okay, whatever, you're that person.
That's just never mind, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. You go on.
Well, yeah, it gets better. So my dad put on this it wasn't filet mignon, but it was a really like up there cut of brisket, like that kind of steak, and it might have been a little under broil or something, I'm not sure, but like super expensive steak dinner, cooked literally perfectly, where it would just melt in your mouth as you ate it, and the gravy was so sumptuous, it was delicious. Nori had the tiniest nibble and like walked away from the table.
like just got up,
yeah, basically. She came back and like lurked, but she made an excuse to get up, go somewhere for a minute, come back, and then just not eat anything else. And she bitched about that afterwards, like to me and Ari.
Oh, but not to your parents.
Yeah, and I'm like,
okay,
how are you gonna like the one of the single best? It's literally the number 2 cut of steak, based on quality and everything. It's the number 2 cut of steak, and you're gonna just shit on it? It was free. Like, even if you don't like steak like that, why would you look that gift horse in the mouth?
See, this so if I was in your situation, I always try to put myself in the other person's shoes, but something like that's just a little bit like, so someone invited you into their own home, and okay, maybe they didn't like the steak. It is what it is. Jeff
was super gracious about it. He was like, this is delicious, and he had like thirds. Like, it made up for Nori's non-compliance with the social expectation.
I love how you said I'm not going to say any names, and you just name drop it like a motherfucker.
Well,
anyway,
Jeff was super gracious. Nori was less so.
Well, isn't her father like a child anyway? Like, I mean, he has video games. And, like,
yeah, like he games I'm not gonna say as much as me, Brandon, or Ari, but he games a lot. Like he's 100%ed Arkham Knight.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
I mean, that's just
like he did 20 some odd years. Like it was, I think he made it 26 years in the Air Force, and retired, and then went 20 years at Walmart for that retirement check to double dip, and it worked for him. He was just gunning for that retirement money, and it worked for him. Good for him. He's living the dream. God damn it.
Well, maybe her mom. I don't know. I don't want to make excuses, but like I said, I try to think like, okay, well, maybe she didn't like the steak, but she didn't know how to handle it. I just think, from what you're saying, that they definitely could have went about a different way than venting to you guys about how shitty things were.
Yeah. Like.
I mean, I go over people's houses, and I don't like.
You don't have to be impressed, But here's the thing: like, it's their house. Clearly, it's what they want.
Yeah.
Like, just relax.
Yeah, I mean,
they invited you into their home.
I know. Yeah, like, you remember that scene? If you ever watched The Walking Dead, there's a scene where the governor in Walking Dead, spoiler alert, he has like dead zombie heads all behind him. And I like to think when your mom's upset, she goes into a room where there's nothing but dead heads behind her because she's that evil.
I think she's got a secret compartment somewhere where she's got like trophies from battles she's won. Like parts of my stereo when I was 14. Fuck.
They took your door.
I'm sure she's got a piece of that door still.
Give me that shit. What? So how are you? And speaking of her parents, how are you getting along with them? Like, are you?
So I like Jeff. Jeff is a cool guy. He's very, very regular guy, and
he plays Arkham Knights. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. Like, and he watches football. Like, they're Steelers fans. So, like, grain of salt. My position is...
If you want to end this this podcast now, I would totally understand, but please stick to the rest of the episode. Go on.
Stick for the ending. No, we talk shit on each other's football teams and sports and stuff. I agree with him on the Penguins, though. Like, I like the Penguins better than I like the Caps. And I know that's me being a traitor. The Penguins were there first. Like, I'm a young hockey fan.
I understand. They were like I think the founding 5 or 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
Were they part of that? I think.
Yeah, and the Caps didn't show up until what, like 91, something like that.
I was gonna say like 89.
Yeah, but like it was after we were born, and I was a hockey fan from when I was born.
Well, I feel like as a male, it's easy to get along with our significant other's father. Like, I don't know what it is. Like you just said, you're getting along with them.
It's the bro camaraderie. Period.
Yeah, it's just natural. Like Kristen and I's father. Like the first 4 years, he talked to me. He liked me, but I was just another guy kind of thing. We got married. He said, man. But now, like, when I can call him up, we can talk. We talk about fantasy football. He plays golf. He taught me how to play golf. I mean, like, he just assumed because I had lots of tattoos, and at the time I had huge holes in my ears, and then that I was like this typical person that Kristen dated because she liked that scene of music and everything. But I was like, nah, bruh. I'm not that fucking
guy.
Yeah. I grew up watching sports, playing sports. Like, sports is everything. And video games, but he doesn't really care about video games. But sports.
Not everyone has taste.
So I just but yeah, but go on. So you and
we talk shit about football and just like generic news without getting too specific or anything. Yeah. Can you believe this has happened? No, hell to pay. Like, fucking just dumb shoot to shit.
Every 5 minutes, sports, yay! Yeah,
go team.
Go team. That was a good a good extra. What ending are we in?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Go on.
uh,
But her
no,
mom.
yeah, her mom makes it very apparent that she doesn't like me at all. She actually sings Aries' ex-husband's praises, but she talked
Why?
about shit, talked a lot of shit about said ex-husband while they were married. It's
You,
because I'm not a fucking doctor. I'm an
oh,
engineer. Excuse me.
I don't. I don't. This is gonna sound really bad, but I don't give a shit. um,
Yeah.
um, what does her ex-husband do?
He actually makes a lot of money driving trucks, but that's a doomed
Oh,
industry. So
oh.
uh,
I thought
long-term
I thought he
potential
was.
not really there.
I thought he was a chef. What the hell?
No, he quit that.
Okay. Unless he's a mobile chef that drives trucks.
No,
Oh, that's
no,
awesome.
it's just I guess he didn't like doing it professionally anymore. Like he lost his passion for it, and having worked in kitchens before, I get that. I get that
Yeah.
a lot. Like that was one of the cockamamie ideas when you're 20. Like, oh, I could open up a sub shop or something. No, you can't. You have no idea how to navigate the bureaucracy at 20. Like, you ain't doing shit. And then you actually go work in a kitchen and you're like, oh, this is what this is about. No, I don't like that idea anymore.
Yeah.
That's how I
That's
felt
just-
anyway.
I just. I don't know. I just think it's funny that they judge you
Yeah.
with you were in the military. You know, then you did some college, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've gotten associates. Like
Yeah,
it's
so
not
you
like I
have
haven't
associates?
done college.
Yeah. So you've
Getting
excelled a lot.
engineering for taking associate's degrees. Woo!
With this guy, I wonder if it's just one of those things she just has to have something to complain about because, I don't know.
Nora just doesn't like me. It's one of those I'm not good enough for her daughter things.
Well, what about her brother, Aries' brother? Does he have a girlfriend, and does she like her?
He did. Then he came back from deployment, and she rolled
Oh, okay.
out. She didn't
Yeah.
feel the same or something like that.
Yeah. Well, no
Um,
one's that. Sometimes it takes a really strong person to stick with someone after deployment.
Yeah, and not every relationship is built that strongly.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they were on rocky grounds or anything of the kind. Like,
Yeah.
it just that those kind of ties weren't sewn yet.
Well, you would have to build like a great foundation, and then be like, okay, I'm going to leave, but this foundation will stick together. It's fine, but I will be back.
Yeah.
Like,
And
so,
he's gallivanting and having a good time.
oh, he's
I'm
young, so
yeah.
yeah, I met him. Yeah, he's
yeah, awesome guy.
yeah.
He will do well on the dating market, like easy. No, they don't like her. They did not like her, and they do not like her. Uh, we had some questions about what the behavior was going to consist of
Yeah.
when all of us were in that space together. Because he had come down with her over a Christmas that we were down there.
Okay.
And it was like that was a big thing. I think that was that last year or was it the year before? I can't remember.
I
but,
think I remember that because I lived in Charlotte.
yeah, that was when we came over.
Yeah, we went to that arcade.
Yeah. But yeah, we were really curious as to whether or not they were going to be okay around Brandon's girlfriend, and they happened to be, but there were some close calls that got dodged.
I mean, it's just it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. I
Yeah.
think it takes a while to build people's trust. I mean, now as a parent, you got to think when your child grows up, you want them to have the best situation. You want that person, whoever their guy or girl, whoever
Yeah,
they're with.
you want to help them make better judgment calls over time than you did.
Yeah. And it's
Uh,
just
But the same learning curves are gonna exist.
Hmm.
Uh, they're gonna make the same mistakes that we are and invite bad people into their life. So
Yep.
it comes with that growing up territory. The best we can do is help guide when they want that help, or
Yeah.
beat it into their heads when they need the help and won't accept it.
Maybe it's just like a wall that parents have, and they're just like, "Well, I've already dealt with four of you before. What makes you number five the best?"
Yeah.
And it's just, it's kind of like that situation. And I
What
kind of
makes
felt
you think you're qualified for this position? I've seen
Yeah.
many come through.
They're the old salty guy at the job, smoking a cigarette in the corner.
I've seen your kind before, young, hopeful, hoping to get married. You're not
I
the
think-
last.
I think
Flick the
what would
cigarette
help-
at them.
I think the thing that would help you is when you guys get married and have a child. I think that would be like, wow, he's kind of serious. Not that you're not serious now, but
Yeah.
I think that's what helped me with her parents more or less. 'cause
well, I'm helping raise Marco. Like,
I know you
that's
are.
just a
I mean,
thing.
yeah, I know. He's your son. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no doubt of that.
Uh,
Once you add to the family and make it bigger, I think that'd be
I think I would just like them to stay on that hemisphere.
okay.
To be honest.
You kind of like being in this situation.
yeah, with a great distance between us.
'Cause you-
And it's
you don't-
not that I don't like them. They're a-okay. I can just only have so much of them at a time.
Soon they'll love you so much that they'll call you like, "Hey, Alex, I know where you work, but I want to see how you're doing."
I hope
I'm
not.
I'm at that point.
Well, that's cool.
It's
Good for
okay
you.
though. They do a lot for me and my daughter. Obviously, my wife, but that's their daughter. They do a lot for us, and I appreciate that. I think it's great.
Jeff and Nori are helping us out too, honestly, and
Yeah.
that's cool with them.
Yeah, I mean, when they do stuff like that, doesn't it make you just like put up with some shit? That's
It's a yes
For
and
the
a
most
no.
part.
It's a yes and a no. Like, I always appreciate the help, the conversation, the company, the fun stuff, and they are fun people, which is awesome. Like, I really do appreciate that about them. And clearly with him playing video games and us being able to talk shit on sports, because Baltimore is the best in this division.
That's- I'm sorry. What yeah,
What?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was going off my Baltimore Ravens script. The best football team. On that note.
But like, they're they're good people and they mean well. Obviously.
Well, I
I've got
don't
a couple
know
valid
anybody.
complaints, but they're good
Yeah.
people.
I don't know anybody in this world that doesn't. If they have a good relationship with their in-laws, they didn't at one point in time. They didn't. So at everybody in this world, it's just because you were raised a certain way and they raised their child a certain way, and it's like growing pains when you're dating that person. You're also dating her family, so now you got to go through her family.
Yeah, and like, there's got to be a lot of acceptance and coming together for the whole thing in general. And it's cohesive, but
Yeah.
it's stressful. And I can say that earnestly. It's a lot of stress.
My computer's like, just the fan just kicked on. First time I ever heard it.
Oh,
Like,
well.
it was really subtle, but it was just like, I'm cooling down.
What a terrific space to end this episode.